I'm live. Good morning, everybody. This is Irmi from Yoga with Irmi and Loving and Sustainable Self-Care. What a wonderful day. What a beautiful morning today. Sunshine, cool, crisp, bright, dry air, which is awesome for us here on the Gulf Coast, which we had some really humid days already. They are not that fun for me. But today is gorgeous, and just wanting to remind everybody, sometimes we complain about life and not everything is perfect, but to be waking up every day, being able to get out of bed, being able to take care of yourself, being able to, have the people around you that are important to you. Even if they're not really there, that they are in your life. It's a blessing. Good morning, Jillian. Good to see you. So this is something to be grateful for. Having another day, another opportunity to be yourself, to shine your light, to be nice to people, to help people, and also to find out about yourself. And sometimes we find out things about ourselves that we don't like that much. But that is also very helpful because it gives us the opportunity to be honest with ourselves, look at our shadows, and then be able to shine the light again. So it's all a journey, it's all important, it's all really meant to grow and expand as a human being, and it's not always pretty, but it's always an opportunity. And today is just a perfect day, so it's easy. Today it's easy to be happy, but just a reminder that every day is a gift, and every day we wake up, and every day the people that we care wake up is a blessing. So that's a good start for the day. Let's get started, and we come to the floor and onto the pillow, blanket if you have one. And we're gonna start as we do in the easy pose with the legs crossed if you can. And you don't have to sit like this if that's uncomfortable, if you're a beginner. A lot of people jump into those or watch those videos later on, and they write to me and they said, oh, it was so great, but I'm stiff and this and that. And a lot of times they are beginning people. And that's totally fine. If you are new, you just do the best you can. You don't have to do everything I show. I try to give as much modifications as I can. Maybe sometimes I forget to mention something, but even if I don't mention it, just please make it easy on yourself. Sit down, lay down, take a time out, take a breath, and then just come in again. Whatever feels good, and keep working with us, and just do the best you can. And over time, it's gonna get easier. And you're gonna notice how yoga helps you in many ways, in physical ways, in your mind, how you feel. So it's a journey, and it takes a walk, so to speak. If you wanna go on a journey, you need to walk, make steps, and that's all we need to do. So let's begin in your seat. Excuse me. So either cross-legged position, or you can bring the legs forward at any time. Just stretch them out. You can use your pillows, blankets, and support the knees on each side. You can use a yoga block if you have one, or a pillow from your home. No fancy equipment really needed. You might not even have a mat in the beginning. It's fine. Just maybe on your carpet, take a blanket and spread it out, so you have a little space that is designated to your practice. And then when you notice you like it, you can get yourself a mat, and then you have that as your companion in your yoga journey. And then we allow the hands to relax, the arms and shoulders. Yes, you can close the eyes if you like. Excuse me. And we take a couple of moments to settle in. Arrive in the room, arrive in your spot, arrive on the mat, on your blanket, and in the body. Yes, you notice how the breath starts to deepen. As soon as we bring the attention inwards, closing the eyes, feeling the seat, the legs, the spine, the shoulders and arms. As soon as we become aware of the body, the breath deepens, because the body is the home of the breath. This is the breath's home. If there's no body, there's no breath. There's no reason for the breath to be here. The body is what needs the breath. And so when we become aware of the body, we become aware of the breath. And then we become aware of the present moment, because the body and the breath are here. They are not in the past, they are not in the future, they are right here. And let's begin to sway a little bit with the head, with the spine. Just sway, bobblehead the entire upper body. And loosen up, start to loosen your spine, the neck. And just go forward, back, side to side, whatever feels good. Just random, irregular movements. And allowing the breath to deepen, yes. Happens automatically with the attention to the body. Just loosen up. And then very slowly let the movement fizzle out, as if you run out of gas. And then we land back in stillness and take another deep breath. Yes. Soften the eyes, the forehead, the cheeks and the tongue. Next inhale, let's bring the arms out and up. Hands touch, let's stretch it up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, out and up. Hands touch, just to expand the respiratory system. Exhale, come down. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, out and up. On the exhale, right hand comes to the right side. And then we bring the left arm right with us. So the left arm is kind of bowing over the left side of the head alongside the ear. Bend your right elbow and draw the right shoulder down. And we look up to the left arm. Maybe if it feels good, you can just relax your head sideways. Keeping the left side of the buttocks on the floor, so you don't want to lift up. You don't want to lose the stretch. Now on the next inhale, we're just going to float all the way to the left. And remember, you see me mirrored, so when I say left, you see me doing it right. But just follow my instructions and then we don't get confused. And then on the exhale, we're going to float all the way to the right. Just a little side bend here, opening the upper body. And then inhale, slowly float all the way to the left. Bend that left elbow, draw the shoulder down on the left. Exhale slowly to the right. Just an easy opening stretch. Inhale, we float all the way to the left. And exhale all the way to the right. Inhale to the left. And exhale to the right, yes. Notice how everything loosens up in the shoulders, in the spine. Inhale to the left. Let's go one more round. And exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Excuse me. And up. And exhale, float it down. And take a deep breath. And let's come to the hands and knees and into the table pose. So we make our way onto the hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, feet in line with the knees like a little coffee table. Next inhale, cat lift, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, cat stretch. Just again, moving the spine. Inhale, cat lift. And exhale, cat stretch. Nice and gentle. You don't need to overdo it. Don't overdo it. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, neutral. Exhale deeply. And now we're going to build a little circular motion here. So send the weight forward slightly on the inhale, and then we go all the way to the right and back on the inhale. So you kind of drop the hips back, they might sit down, the head can hang, but we are not staying here. And then on the exhale, over to the left and forward. So that was one circle. Again, inhale to the right and back. And exhale, left and forward. So we just, again, opening up here. Inhale, right and back, let the head hang. Exhale, forward. Inhale, right and back. Exhale, left and forward. So just play. You can go on your own pace if you like. Just go with your breath. Just opening the body. Just make it feel good. Yes, nice day to open. Be alive in this beautiful world. Let's go one more time. To the right, back, left, and forward. This time we pause and take a breath. Now a little bit forward. And this time we're going to go to the left. So you can inhale back and then exhale right and forward. So we draw the circle the other way. Inhale left and back. Exhale And again, you can go on your own pace here. Just feel good. Make it feel good. Yeah, maybe you have really deep breath here. Starting to loosen up. And especially let the head hang on the way back here. So when you back here, really let it hang. Let the neck open. And then we go one more round here, wherever you are. Just draw one more circle. And then next time forward, pause and take a deep breath. Good. Yes. Now we're going to bring the toes together and the knees out to the edge of the mat on each side. So we create this triangle with the legs. And maybe the hands come a little bit more under the shoulders. And then on the next inhale, left arm comes out and up. And exhale down. Inhale, right arm up. You look up to the hand if you can. And exhale down. Inhale left. Exhale down. Inhale right. And exhale down. Inhale left. Exhale down. Inhale right. And exhale down. And take a nice deep breath here. Next, inhale, left arm up. And exhale, we bring the hand to the lower back. Either palm is facing down or the back of the hand, whatever works better. And then look to the left, little twist here. And let's take a couple of breaths. And we take one more breath here. Next, inhale, left arm up. Look up if you can. Exhale, come down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bring it behind and onto the lower back. Palm is facing down or the other way if that feels better. And then we look, twist to the right. Nice deep breath. Yes, nice opening respiratory system, upper spine, heart, lungs. Next inhale, right arm comes up and exhale down. Inhale, lift the chin and exhale, we sit back into the child's pose so the knees are already open. Bring the arms down, your head to the mat, to the hands, to the fists, maybe a block or pillow, and make sure your head is resting. And feel your upper body, your upper spine, your sternum sinking, the neck, relaxing that upper area where we hold a lot of tension. Shoulders, neck. Let that go a little bit more. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale, let's come up onto the hands and knees. Exhale, adjust back into the table pose. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Just easy movement. Inhale, cat lift.
up into down dog. And deepest breath, soften the knees so the head can hang, hips can come high, arms press forward, hands forward and away from you. Inhale, you're gonna lunge the right foot forward or walk. Next to the right hand, you can lower the left knee here for modification. And next exhale, step to the top of the mat, into the forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out and up, hands touch, back, bend, slide back, bend in the beginning. And exhale, mountain pose. And take a breath. Yes, inhale, out and up. Hands touch, back, bend. Exhale, slide the hands forward and down. Roll the spine down. Hands touch. Inhale, lunge the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot back, plank. Or bring the knees down for modification. If you are in the full plank, reach the heels back, and that's going to engage the leg muscles, the tummy. And then exhale, everybody float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come into downward facing dog. Here we usually have to step in a little bit, adjust into your good down dog where you can breathe easily. Yes, where the head is loose, the neck is loose. Knees are soft and bent. Next inhale, lunge the left foot forward or walk next to the left hand. Modify, or if you need to, bring the right knee down if you like. Exhale, we step forward into the forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out and up. Hands touch, lean back. Exhale, mountain pose. And take a breath. Yes. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, lean back. Exhale, slide the hands in front of the torso, drop the head. You roll the spine down. Inhale, step or jump into plank. Engage the pose by reaching the heels or modify. And then on the exhale, everybody come down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, arms close to the body, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, curl the toes and come into down dog. Adjust. Yes, deepest breath here. Inhale, right leg out and up. Point and stretch on the right, softness on the left. Exhale, lunge forward or walk. Next to the right hand, we place the back foot for warrior. So the front heel and the back arch in one line. If you would draw a line here, back foot is aiming in about 45 degrees. Next inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch above, warrior one. So here there's always a little time to adjust your stance. Depending how tall you are, the distance between the feet varies. The measurement is the front knee is over the ankle, so the shin is straight down. The back leg is on an angle, back stretched out. Back foot is pressing down and creates an anchor for the pose. Pelvis is turned forward, so the hip bones are about parallel to the short side of your mat in the front. Arms alongside the ears, gaze at eye level. And that's warrior one. And we're gonna stay here for a couple of breaths. and sink into the feet. Feel your legs engaging here. So we build a good foundation. Feet, legs, and then the breath can relax in the body. Relax your eyes, the face, and you always can like adjust a little bit, move a little bit with the torso if you need to find your really sweet spot here. Inhale, and on the exhale you're going to float down. Inhale, step into plank, and exhale, float to the floor. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, and we come back to down dog. Adjust and take a breath. Yes, release your neck, soften the knees. Next, inhale, left leg out and up, point and stretch. Softness on the right knee. Exhale, lunge forward or walk next to the right hand. We place the back foot for warrior. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, warrior one on the other side. Adjust your feet. Your knee in the front, hips forward, arms up. Gaze at eye level. And then we relax into the pose. Yes. There's a sinking feeling into the feet. Draw the breath in, draw the life force in. Expanding the chest with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale, we step into plank. Engage or modify. Exhale, float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come into down dog. And adjust your feet and take a breath. Let's walk the dog and bend one knee and then the other. So let's just pedal it out. Feel the expansion in your legs. Yes. Head is nice and loose. And remember, do the best you can. If that feels weird or you're stiff and you feel like I can't do this, don't do it. Don't listen to me if it doesn't work for you. And then just stay in down dog, or you can go into the child's pose at any time, or just sit on the mat, lay on the mat, and then just rest a little bit, and then anytime you can jump back in. And then let's come back to down dog. Inhale, right leg out and up, point and stretch. Exhale, right knee towards the left elbow or in that direction. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, lunge forward next to the right hand or walk. Maybe you have to take a few steps. Place the back foot for warrior. Inhale, this time you float into warrior two. So the arms come parallel to the floor. Again, feet, legs in the same position, like in warrior one. Gaze to the right hand, to the front hand, to this one. And then you look to that. Yes, forward. Torso on top of the pelvis, so you don't want to lean too far forward or too far back, which we usually don't, but we have a tendency to lean forward. When we're in warrior two, you really want to be centered here with the torso on top of the pelvis, and you can figure that out by bringing the hands to the side of your torso And then just see that they go straight down and not sideways, like this. That's how you can feel it out. And then again, sink into the feet. Relax into the pose. Just a simple pose, creating strength and focus. That's what the warriors do. By holding the pose, we create strength. By gazing gently, we create focus. So the combination of the two is a good recipe for calmness, really. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to windmill the arms forward and down next to the foot. Inhale, step into plank. And exhale, float to the floor. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come back to down dog. Adjust and take a breath. Inhale, left leg out and up, point and stretch. Exhale, left knee towards the right elbow, or in that direction. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, we lunge forward or walk. Next to the left hand, place the back foot for warrior. Inhale, come up into warrior two. I'm gonna turn around so you don't need to look at my back side. And then adjust, look to the left hand this time. And let's sink into the pose. Relax into it. Feel your feet, the ground, the breath. Yes. And we take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, windmill forward and down. Inhale, step into plank. Exhale, float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come back to down dog. Adjust the feet and take a deep breath. Notice how the spine is bending a little bit more downwards towards the floor. And we notice how we get more elastic in the spine. Yes. Inhale, right leg out and up. Exhale, right knee to the outside of the right elbow or in that direction. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, lunge forward. Now this time I'm going to make my step a little shorter because of my room here. But you lunge into the normal place, and then on the next inhale, you're going to bring the weight to the left foot and step into warrior three. Arms out and back, palms down. You can keep the left toes down on the floor if you like, or bring the leg up. And then we tilt the torso forward, maybe about 45 degrees, gaze is down. Warrior three. A little softness in the right knee. So you want to always take the pressure off your knees. Inhale, let's bring the left knee up, grab a hold of the shin, lengthen up. And then exhale, relax. Back to mountain and take a breath. Yeah, and Hands touch, nice back bend by now. Exhale, float it down. Roll the spine down. Hands touch, inhale, step or jump into plank. Exhale, float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come back to down dog. Adjust your feet and take a breath. Yes, head is heavy, neck is lengthening. Inhale, left leg out and up. Exhale, left knee outside of the left elbow or in that direction. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, lunge forward. Next to the left hand. Inhale, we're going to bring the weight to the left foot and just come forward into the warrior three pose. Like I said, you can keep the right toe down. It's a perfectly good balancing pose. Arms out and back, palms down. And then just find your pose. Just go where you feel comfortable. Being able to breathe nice and easily. Relax into the pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we bring the right knee up, grab a hold of the shin, lengthen. And exhale, come back to mountain pose. And take a deep breath, yes. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend. Exhale, float it down. Drop the head, massage the spine down. Inhale, step or jump, plank. So you can bring one foot at a time back or jump. And then exhale, come down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, arms close to the body. Exhale, send the hips back into child's pose. And you can adjust your knees as always. Maybe open them up again. Maybe you're comfortable like this, and then wherever you are, forward and down with the arms, head, and relax. Yes. Remember, you can make like a pillow with your hands to lift up the earth. You can make fists, put them on top of each other. Or you can use your block. If you have a yoga block, you can do this. Or you can use a pillow or a blanket and rest your head. It is important in the child's pose to rest your forehead because it really calms the mind being in contact with the earth here. You also can bring the arms alongside and backwards. And let's take one more breath here. Next, inhale, we come up onto the hands and knees. Exhale, adjust into the table pose. Inhale, cat lift, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, curl the toes, come into down dog. Take a breath. And let's drop the hips from side to side this time. The knees really need to be soft here, otherwise you're locking the movement. And just feel the stretch on the side of the torso. Head is loose at the same time. Yes. Neck is lengthening, spine is lengthening. Nice and even, deep opening stretches. Let's come back to down dog. Inhale, we're going to lunge the right foot forward. Exhale, place the back foot for warrior. Inhale, we come up into warrior two, arms. We keep the legs stretched out this time. You can always adjust the distance of your feet when you're up here. Inhale, look to the right hand. And exhale, you're going to shift forward towards the front, to the right hand, and then down to the triangle pose. Left arm straight up. And just find your place here. We are open, so maybe you go your full pose. Maybe the hand is on the inside of your right leg, touching the floor. Really good way to modify is the block here. On the inside, if you have a block, or you can use a pillow or a blanket. That's really awesome here if you're a beginner or you need to modify for any reason. Yes. And you can keep the hand on your shin, maybe even on the thigh. So all the different places, all the different options. That's what I love about yoga, is one thing is that there's a place for everybody. You just have to find your place. I love the triangle, it's so opening, so much space, so much breath. Yes. Inhale, let's slowly come up. Warrior two, arms. Exhale, float it down. Take a breath, yes. And we turn the feet sideways to the long side of the mat, and turn the left foot to the other short side of your mat, back foot in. We're just going to switch over to the other side. Inhale, arms parallel. We're going to do the triangle on the other side. Adjust your feet, your distance. Look to the left hand. And then on the next exhale, we're going to shift forward to the left. And then down, right arm up. Look up if you can, adjust into your triangle. And enjoy the space in the body. Space means air, space means breath. Breath means life. And one side might be a little different than the other, so maybe you have to modify on one side more than the other. And we take one more breath here. Inhale, let's come up. Warrior two, arms. Look to the left hand. Exhale, come down. Take a deep breath. Inhale, turn sideways, so to the long side of the mat. Exhale, we drop the chin forward, and we're going to roll forward into the wide angle forward bend. Hands touch the mat, block, pillow, blanket maybe. And then just relax your spine now, shoulders, neck. Wonderful deep breath, softness in the knees, even though the legs are stretched out. and wiggle with your neck, your head, the spine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, let's turn the front foot forward, so wherever your front of the mat is, and we turn both feet forward into the lunge. Exhale, step into plank. Inhale, engage or modify here. And exhale, come down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. And exhale, we send the hips back into the heels. Sit back. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch. And then exhale, float them to one or the other side. We swing the legs around. And we come into the seated position. Into the staff position. Yes. It's always a good place to be because we can feel the nice length of the spine here. The openness in the breath. Let the hands, arms relax, shoulders turning the palms up. And we just take a moment here. I always like to take a look inside. How do you feel? How is your mind? How do you feel in the body? Just this little check-up moment. Yes, definitely deep, expansive breath. Excited about life, excited about the day. Doesn't need to be perfect, it's just an opportunity to live another awesome day. Inhale. Exhale, drop the head forward, chin to the chest, stretch the neck with the weight of the head. And let's roll to the right side, right ear, right shoulder. Back if you can, over to the left, and forward, and again to the right. Back if you can, roll or drop the head to the left, and forward. Let's pause and take a breath. Let's go the other way. Left ear, left shoulder, back if you can, over to the right. And forward one more time, left. And back. And right. And forward. Pause and take a breath. And let's, from here, we're just gonna roll back to the mat. You can bring the arms forward as a counterweight. And slowly make the way down. Maybe the hands need to be on the mat for support. That's fine, whatever works. And we come all the way down and take a nice deep breath here. Chin tucked forward. Inhale, let's bring the knees into the chest. Exhale, wrap the arms around the shins or behind your thighs, whatever works better. Tuck the chin forward so the neck is protected and long. And the rest of the spine can sink downwards into the mat. Yes, such a nice release in the back now. And let's just roll from side to side a couple of times with the head also. And just allow the back to open more. It just feels good to roll on the back. It's a really simple way to release the back pain and stiffness. Enjoy the movement. It's not so much a task, it's more like feeling good in the body. Yoga helping us to feel good in the body. And then we come back to center. Inhale and exhale. Now you can bring the arms to the sides. You can bring the hands behind the head and cradle the back of the head. Whatever works for you. And we're going to drop the knees halfway down to the right. And then roll them away from you, the knees. Keep the feet off the mat. And then roll to the left halfway about down. And then back to center. So it was one round. And again to the right. Roll the knees away as if you're drawing a circle with the knees. Over to the left and back to center and take a breath. Let's go the other way. We drop the knees halfway to the left. Roll the knees away from you. Over to the right and back to the chest. We go one more time, left and away from you. Over to the right and back to the chest and take a breath here. Nice release, yes, inhale. You can keep the hands wherever they are. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. So maybe the hands are behind the head. You can keep the elbows down here, or you can bring the left hand to your knees and you can bring the right arm out to the right. So that's our like standard final twist, but you can do the other version too. Relax. Yes, relax. Relax the spine. And on the next inhale, come up to center, roll the knees up. Exhale, we go over to the right. Right hand can help them down, left arm to the left. Spinal twist on the other side, or you can keep the hands behind the head like this. So the head is actually centered. If you have trouble relaxing the knees, you can take your block, a pillow, a blanket, and support your knees so you can let go here. This is the point in the final twist to relax. Starting to relax, getting closer to the corpse pose. Inhale, let's slowly come up, center. Exhale, relax, spine sinks into the floor one more time. And then adjust your hands, arms. You can keep them behind the head. You can bring them alongside, or you can even roll the hands under the buttocks on each side to support your lower back. And then we stretch the legs up, point the toes. And on the next exhale, let's float it down. Toning the body one more time. Remember, if you need to modify, you can bend the knees, bring the feet in once in a while, take the pressure off. And then stretch them out again and keep floating down. You can do this a couple of times if needed. And then slowly come down towards the mat. Maybe hover over the floor for an extra breath. And then all the way down. Oh, there's the block. I'm not all the way down. And I'm gonna float a little bit more. It feels really good. I feel the stretch in my upper spine actually. The legs really stretch into the upper spine, opening the breath. And then slowly all the way down. Releasing breath, release the arms, come to the sides, palms up, feet flare out. And we adjust into the corpse pose. Close the eyes if you like. And we go into the relaxation phase. And relax your body into the mat. And just let go with the exhales a little bit more. Yes. Just enjoy letting go of tension. Enjoy feeling good. Sometimes we are afraid of feeling good, like if we feel good, it's wrong or something wrong is going on. Enjoy feeling good in your own skin. Like I said before, it doesn't need to be perfect. It never will be perfect. So we have to stop chasing the perfectness and just take ourselves as who we are in every moment. Enjoy your breath right now. Enjoy letting go into the mat, feeling the body opening more even a little bit. Enjoy the spaciousness in your mind. The mind is calmer. In fact, the thinking mind is not that it's calmer, it's just more in the background. And so we are more aware of the space in the mind that is actually calm and empty. It's called sometimes empty mind or meditative mind. So it's just another compartment, if you will, of the mind. And a lot of times, and most of the time, and most people never have been gaining that access yet to this emptiness in the mind, to this calmness in the mind, because the thinking mind is so dominant that we believe we are the thinking mind because it's always there. But actually there are different compartments, if you will, of the mind, and the thinking mind is just one of them, and it's actually a pretty small one. But because it's so dominating all the time, we think it is everything, but it's actually not the case. So in yoga, in the relaxation, we get a little glimpse of that. So I hope you get that feeling of relaxation in the mind, not just in the body. That calmness, this empty space, there's just nothing, it's just hang out there. Enjoy. Rejuvenate there. There's a misconception that if we don't think, we are not alive. Like we are actually afraid if we stop thinking, we're gonna die, which is absolutely not true. You cannot think, and maybe I hope you get a little glimpses here in the relaxation that
We are still very well alive and very much enjoying ourselves without thinking. Just enjoying being here. There's still the breath, there's still the body, there's still so much more of us that we haven't even discovered. Yeah, I shut up now for a little while. And just enjoy the space, the quietness, the calmness. That's where we can really rest and rejuvenate. That's why the space is so important to access. And let's take a little bit of deeper breath now. And we allow the eyes to slowly open. Well, roll to the right first. You are on the floor. Sorry. Roll to the right. Rest your head on the upper arm. And then when you are ready, slowly come back to the seated position. And we allow the eyes to slowly open. And this was our yoga for today. Thank you all for chiming in. Thanks for showing up. And have a great day. Have a great weekend. It's supposed to be really nice. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your Mother's Day. And I see you next time. Namaste. Melinda, hi, how are you? I hope you had a good class. Good to see you here. You all have a wonderful weekend and I see you next time. Namaste.